Another installment of Future of Honor Friday. This week we are in Concord, North Carolina. Let's go to Nick Lundell.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 406 pounds, the team of Joe Keys and Dante Caballero.
In one of the most historic wrestling states in the entire country, my name is Joe Dombrowski, welcoming you to this week's installment of Future of Honor Friday, and certainly in the Carolinas, the Mid-Atlantic region, tag team wrestling has always been a hotbed. No different this week. Dante Caballero in the foreground, and there you see Swipe Right Joe Keys, his tag team partner. They are experienced in tag team competition from MCW's Wrestling Academy, one of the Ring of Honor affiliates here at Future of Honor. And two men who come from different areas but are two sides of the same coin, so to speak, as far as how they think, act, and compete. We'll see if that translates into a successful outing here as we send it back to Nick Lundell to meet the opponent.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 372 pounds, the team of Griff Garrison and Marcus Kross.
We've seen Griff Garrison and Marcus Kross before on Future of Honor, but ironically enough, they were opponents and not tag team partners. About a year ago, they met one-on-one. It was one of the most watched Future of Honor matches all year in 2018, and only natural they'd be brought back in 2019. But I'll tell you what, Kross and Garrison have that kind of competitive rivalry where they bring out the absolute best in one another. They are great as rivals, maybe even better as tag team partners. They're known as Master and Machine. We'll get into that backstory as we move on, as you see a bit of a playful code of honor by Joe Keys for Marcus Kross and that amply sized head of hair. Referee Becky Phillips sounds for the bell. Marcus Kross, only 20 years of age, very determined, very energetic, full of livelihood. He's a third-degree black belt in Taekwondo. Kross has had a very intense work ethic his entire career, his entire life. Kross very heavily inspired by video games as well. That fighting stance, certainly very well known to those that follow that particular genre, as Caballero seems to be prepared for it as well. Kross got his third-degree black belt in Taekwondo at age 15. He's been teaching and instructing youths ever since. Also an accomplished amateur wrestler is Kross, all-county regional champion state qualifier. That'll come in handy as this matchup presses on when it comes to weight positioning, when it comes to leverage, and there you see Kross controlling his opponents. Tag into Joe Keys, but Phillips did not allow it because Keys was not in his corner. Great officiating by Becky Phillips. We are reinforcing the importance of the tag rope here in Future of Honor, and I love it. Duck of the double clothesline by Kross, and Kross with a takeover of both opponents in one fell swoop. Marcus Kross is very unorthodox. He's called the Kickmaster. That's the master and machine. And now we get our first look at the Machine, one of the most natural athletes here in Future of Honor. Griff Garrison gets the full body slam. Incredible double team using Kross as an offensive weapon. Garrison down with the knee. Tight hook of the leg, but could not put Joe Keys away. Griff Garrison was an all-state wide receiver in his football days, high school and college. He has the record for most receptions in a season and career in high school, I do believe. There's a chancery on Joe Keys as Garrison tries to keep Keys away. And now check this out. Once again, Becky Phillips not allowing the tag, but notice, behind the back of the official, Joe Keys takes advantage and plants a knee. Becky's calling this thing very strictly as far as hand-on-hand tagging, use of the tag rope. None of those shortcuts we've seen many teams use in the modern era as Griff sends Caballero and Keys into one another And it's Garrison now. Textbook vertical suplex. Back in comes Marcus Kross. More high risk. Double team. Oh, they called that double team elbow to Skywalker. And Keys interrupts, or at least attempts to, hits his own man. Kross disposes of Keys, but Caballero right there to take advantage. At least for a moment, but Kross is determined for tonight to be the night of the Skywalkers in North Carolina for the first time in 32 years. And Ocho Keys trips up Marcus in the corner. Caballero on the rebound. And Marcus Kross a victim of the numbers game. You see the aggression now of the pride of Puerto Rico, Dante Caballero. Comes from a very prestigious, wealthy family on the island of Puerto Rico. Joe Keys himself, a bit of a socialite, enjoys the finer things in life, and now enjoys the double team on Marcus Kross. Great synergy into the neck breaker. Keys now, a disrespectful cover. Keys draping that forearm across the jaw. Notice that Keys and Caballero got so much out of that double team, but within the referee's 5 seconds, he knows that, has Joe Keys, that referee Phillips has been calling this matchup very tight and very firm, and you don't want to take a risk of a loss here in Future of Honor, where wins and losses and momentum are more important than ever, as more eyes are on Future of Honor than at any time before. Joe Keys attempts to stunt the momentum of Marcus Kross. Kross now with a backslide. Could not drive up with the legs, and Joe Keys is able to escape, and Kross is inching for the tag. Master inching for Machine, and Keys able to separate both partners. Huge collision. Kross and Keys colliding with one another. Not sure who got the worst of it, but Caballero in just to make sure that the tide stays in their favor. Double back suplex for 2. Keys is starting to go frustrated with the official, but that's not going to get him anywhere. Kross is inching for Garrison, but he might as well be a mile away at this point. Keys and Caballero have a system down at this point. Oh, back suplex a second time, got countered. And Marcus Kross between the legs. Inching, reaching. Caballero hangs on. Oh, got that double palm thrust. Who says video games can't enrich your life? Griff Garrison, the natural athlete, with machine-like smoothness, now unloads on Caballero and Keys. Beautiful spine buster. Dare I say Anderson-esque, and a great rotation on the power slam. Garrison is focused. 6'3", 225-pound, near 3-year pro, and he is having his way, but Joe Keys gets the foot up. And Keys gets caught. You see Garrison the power. He's in the best shape of his athletic career, and Keys lawn darted into Caballero. Griff hesitated. He went to Marcus Kross before going for the cover, and that may have been what cost him there. The relative inexperience, perhaps the Machine, felt he needed the master there when he should have just acted on impulse and instinct. We'll see if they can rebound. Double team offense coming. This could be it. Oh, Joe Keys. I believe that was a pull of that ample hair. That hair represents strength and individuality, but right there it represented Joe Keys being opportunistic. Garrison a roll-up. Caballero escapes, and Keys with a forearm cross. Caballero drives with the legs and stacks him up, and we have a victory.
Here are your winners, Joe Keys and Dante Caballero.
Dante Caballero and Joe Keys, they wrestle with a like mind. They pick up women with a like mind. They have the same taste in the most expensive drink on the menu, and tonight it'll be a lavish victory celebration here from Concord. I'm Joe Dombrowski. Thank you for watching Future of Honor Friday.